internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over SWIFT one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours of Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. If you have anything you're about to throw near you, step away, put it down. This is some exciting stuff. We are truly at the end. And what I mean is the documents are coming to an end. They're going to stop rolling these out. And this document right here that I'm about to present to you, shout out to Cypress for this when I came across this. This is monumental. Okay, listen to this. This is the final report to the G20. And you guys remember the 6 Sundays. Oh, do you know how, if you guys don't know the 6 Sundays at the G20, remember that, folks? Go ahead and smash that like button if you remember. That was crazy stuff. And now we have their final report coming out, linking fast payment systems across borders, governance and oversight, 2024 October. And this is coming from the CPMI. And you guys very well know who is over here under the CPMI, right? We got Ripple, we got Swift, we got MasterCard, Ripple partner, we got Bank of China, we got Deutsche Bank. Remember the guy stating internet of value? That's what we call it? No. That's not what you call it. That's what you were educated on, okay? You don't call it internet of value. Since day one, inception days, Ripple's vision was the internet of value. And when he spat that out, we knew Ripple was fully penetrating every single governmental organization. I mean, that sounded so wrong, but we're going to continue because I want to do this in one take.
I'll go, with the term that people have coined, right? The internet of value.
The network we're creating for moving value between banks and between payment companies, if you look at it, it looks like the internet. So we call it an internet of value. And
listen to what they state here, okay? Just a little breakdown. Foreign exchange rates may be set and liquidity may be provided by the payment system itself or by one or multiple competing third-party FX liquidity providers. Liquidity is so crucial in this paperwork. We got to do a whole separate video on this because this is the final report. This is indeed the final report. So this is done. This is done. So we know what that means. Things are about to get crazy. And just listen to this video by Christine Lagarde. Okay, she was the head of the IMF. And her tone, her stance on what she's saying is 100% because she has so much power. And for her to sit there and speak like this about Bitcoin, listen to this.
Week in which we learned that Tesla holds a lot of Bitcoin and plans to accept payments in it. Is this sensible?
Well, first of all, I think it is not a currency. I'm very sorry to say. I know that some people argue that it has 2 attributes of the 3 that constitute a valid currency, but I think it doesn't. It might have 1. It certainly doesn't have 2. And it doesn't have the stability that would be required in order for it to be a currency. It is in our view and in our analysis of what it is today, it's a digital asset. It's a crypto asset. It's one that was established back in 2009 by libertarians and the hopeful of a completely decentralized universe that would be completely anonymous. I think it has in many ways been exploited in a funny way. Yes. I claim that character because...
So I can't resist. There's a question from a subscriber, Harry, and I think I know the answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway. How likely are the world's central banks to hold Bitcoin as part of their reserve currency?
Very unlikely. I think I would say it's out of the question, actually.
And you heard that famous word, stability. And remember what I said, what they were looking at, observing these assets for stability. And guess what? Guess who the clear winners are? Ripple and XRP. Go ahead and smash that like button. And then I'm going to play you a video from the current head of the IMF talking about payments, okay? It gets better. Look at this. This is crazy. Frequent settlement cycles, loss sharing agreements, collateralization, or pre-funding arrangements. They're just talking about some fixes. FX markets and settlement risks could arise in a multi-currency or cross-currency FPS interlinking arrangements, which involves FX transactions that converts the currency between payments from the first and the second component. For both the bilateral and hub and spoke model, a dedicated set of financial service providers may provide FX currency conversions for settlement of the separate domestic payments. And remember, they're just talking about payments here. You do understand that we got tokenization coming. We got debt being tokenized. We have so much stuff that's about to get tokenized, right? Look, they dropped another PDF, again, promoting the harmonization of application programming interfaces to enhance cross-border payments recommendation and toolkit. They got a little toolkit coming out from the CPMI. Again, they're all involved in this since day one. Okay, since day one. Those day one activities that involved Ripple, there were no document. There's no traces of that, but they were there. Those were the big closed door meetings that really took off, right? Like this. Like, come on, right? Like, do you not see this? And then look at this. APIs may more generally facilitate the emerge of a financial ecosystem in which third parties can help banks improve the efficiency of their back office and compliance processes, as well as expand access to cross-border payments. Again, you're pretty much giving it steroids at the end of the day, right? That's what you want to call it. Like, you're giving the current system and you're upgrading it. I mean, you guys all know that. But now just listen to the head of the IMF currently, which Christine Lagarde chose, right? Again, I remember when this happened, this was just so obvious that it was pre-planned that Christine Lagarde, the head of the ECB right now, at the time was at the head of the IMF, she knew what was coming. And she's like, you know what? I gotta be involved in a bank level. And then she went to the ECB and then gave it to, I forgot her name, Christina, some long name, gave it to her.
We need robust data sources and sound statistical methodologies to understand what is going on with these new means of payment. We must consider whether our understanding and computation of traditional monetary and liquidity indicators need to be re-evaluated considering new types of payments. Through cooperation across borders, industries, and professions, so we can develop a comprehensive and consistent approach of measuring these new payment methods.
And do you hear what she's saying? I mean, like, trust me, she has no idea what she's even talking about, and I'm being real there. Like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Like, it sounds like she does, but if you were to sit her down and talk to her face to face about what we know and ask all these questions, she knows nothing. And look, we got the CPMI messaging workstream, right? These are the members here. Look. We have Deutsche Bank here, Bank of England, Hong Kong Monetary Authority, big Ripple players, Indonesia, big Ripple player, Japan, big. I mean, look, it's all there. What I said about penetrating, right? And then here we have at the CPMI level. This is just incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, the IGCPS blueprint, and that is the institutional grade crypto portfolio strategy, where I reveal my 6-figure holdings for multiple different currencies. You and I will have a 15-minute call to discuss the blueprint, discuss the upcoming cycle, to discuss your investment horizon, to discuss your risk tolerance. All of these things for all the grown individuals that met with financial institutions in the past. You know, when you walk into their office, the first thing you go is through a risk assessment. That's what you and I are going to be going over, and we're going to apply it to your daily activities, okay, in terms of your finances. None of this is financial advice. This is just to set you up for the right decision making, because you and I very well know this whole ecosystem is going to blow up, okay? And yesterday, when I first launched this, for the first 50 to an hour and 20 minutes, the website was not working. And that's the only reason why I'm bringing this up again. So the ones that missed it and the ones that actually haven't seen it yet, the link is in the description down below. I will be setting up all the calls, okay? Expect an email within the next couple days. This is it.
But 64% of Fortune 500 executives in a recent survey say that investing in crypto and blockchain is important for staying ahead of their competition.
This whole talk about ground zero, we are at ground zero. We are not going to be at ground zero anymore. Okay? This condominium is going to start to get built, and we're going to go up real fast because we got a lot of people coming on board to assist us to get this market going. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys, and let me know what you guys think about what I just said. I think that sounded pretty good. I mean, as I was speaking, I thought about that. Anyhow, so remember what the FSB said. Very, very important. Okay, very important, because at the end of the day, Ripple's approach aligns with the FSB's description of FX rates and liquidity being managed by a third-party provider, as opposed to being directly handled by the payment system itself. That is very, very important, because in this model, Ripple's platform sources liquidity from the markets to enable instant currency exchanges, so thereby reducing reliance on traditional banking intermediaries, which they're trying to fix, right? All the Nostra Vostra accounts, and potentially lowering the transaction costs. That's pretty much like the writing's on the wall, and slowly but surely, it's all going to happen. You do understand, if XRP was going to go to zero, it would have gone to zero by now. Like, do you understand that? And please also understand that it's got a very, very big role. Don't let the price distract you. Again, I'm such a broken record. But again, you guys know we're about to go platinum. So I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Doubleheader for today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Very, very bullish PDFs, which we are going to go over again in depth. I mean, we got 42 pages. We got another 46 pages. Pure gold. And remember, your average Joe, I'm telling you, you are the only individual in your whole area that even knows what this PDF is. You know, it's truly amazing, right? It's crazy. Nobody reads this stuff. Nobody reads this stuff. You know, it's amazing. I love it. Anyhow, we will be back, and I'm done talking for this one. I'm not gonna keep going. Goodbye. Have a great night, and we'll be back with another video. But actually, no, I'm just kidding.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening.
Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.